Here with NSU Associate Head Coach Adam Pennington. Coach, NCAA East Regionals are here. You start next Wednesday with the men, next Thursday with the women. Total 16 different events. Most of those are sprints. First, can you start with just the difficulty? And everybody was better this year. Numbers were better across the board, across the country in all events. To still get a pretty good haul of entries into the East preliminaries, how much tougher was that this year?
It's been the toughest since I've been coaching. That's for sure. I think it's been the toughest probably ever. A large number, I think, has to do with just having 6 recruiting classes of older athletes that's been around for 6 years and a little bit more mature and a little bit more experienced. And on top of that, new generation of spikes, what I think is making a big difference as well. And then some great weather across the country this year altogether. I think even the northern states experienced some pretty decent weather. And I think when you put those threes combined, it really showed, I think, what the kids and athletes across this country are made up of. And it's been tough, but to get that many kids in, we're pretty excited about it. It's definitely challenging, so we're pretty satisfied with it.
The men's 4x1 relay, a Kiev Harry and a Tredarius Carver on that 2018 relay that finished 7th in the NCAA finals. When you have that type of experience that is on this relay, a relay that's run 39-35 already this year, how big of an advantage is that?
I think it's big. I think having those guys just with a little bit of experience and, not only having those guys, but having depth the way that we have it and being able to run it with multiple guys throughout the year kind of gives you a big number where you can put people at it and move people around. And if something goes wrong, you still have somebody to fill in. But, yeah, I think the experience plays a huge role going into the, first round of nationals. And those guys have been there, even Jaden and Harrington, it's just 4 to 5 years of consistent, a few 13th place finishes. So that's the back of my mind. But no, I think going into this championship, I think we haven't ran our best race yet, and I think that's something that can come. And I think we're adding Nicole Williams to the relay, and I think that's going to be a huge addition for us. So overall, yeah, I think we're in a perfect position to run super fast at the right time.
You've got a couple of veteran sprinters, Janelle Washington and Destin Scott, that this is their first regional because of injury, because of pandemic. How do they make that transition? Is it a tough one to make? How will that go?
Yeah, usually I'd say it'd be a pretty tough transition. Of course, anytime you're competing with some of the best in the country, I think absolutely. But at the same time, I think those are the two athletes that you don't have to really worry about throughout the season. Both very mentally strong, with their minds made up, they're locked in. Both of those athletes, and I think that they're going to approach it like any other meet, and that's to go out there and attack and win. But, yeah, those two definitely aren't lacking any self-confidence. I think those two are going to be ready.
Janelle Moore has been there before, 400-meter hurdles this time around. She shaved more than a second off her PR at the last chance meet this past week. It definitely more than solidified her spot, but it also made her, hey, I can get to nationals with something like this. I mean, how big of a jump has she made in that event this year?
Huge, and I think, being injury-free and getting away kind of from the short hurdles and just focusing on more of her primary event this year and giving her a few chances to run some open flat races and just working towards our end goal and not so much, running fast at the beginning of the year. But, I think she's starting to believe and trust herself, and that's the first time I've seen her as a coach just go out and attack the hurdles a little aggressively in the first 300 meters. And I think now she knows what she's capable of. And, anytime you're coming off of a PR performance going into a major championship, I think it's going to definitely, give her enough confidence to go out there and understand that she can make it to that next day. And if she makes it to that next day, anything's possible.
Anne-Marie Brossard won her 4th straight Southland Conference pole vault title. 13.975 is a new school record. As she gets closer and closer to that 14-foot mark, I mean, what types of things does she continue to do as a junior this year?
Anne-Marie is just technically probably one of the best sound vaulters in the country, in my opinion. She just does a lot of things correct. She understands it. She's the movement. She's very good at. She's easily to coach. She's ready to perform. She's a competitor. I'm pretty excited. I definitely